Hello, this is Dipstick with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about three novels that remind me most of the Final Fantasy series. I'm a big fan of the series, as I've mentioned in previous videos. So I'm always looking for novels like this, and obviously I enjoy reading as well. So as for what makes them similar to Final Fantasy, I'd say obviously fantasy genre. But the protagonist gathering a bunch of interesting characters and then travelling across the country or the world to defeat some kind of great evil. So yeah, that's what all these books have in common. That's pretty much the embodiment of Final Fantasy to me. So yeah, let's take a look at the first book here. This is Aching God by Mike Shell, which is the first book in the Iconoclast series. I haven't read the others quite yet, but hoping to eventually get to them. But this book, the protagonist is Auric Mantio, who's like a seasoned adventurer. A really cool character, actually. I really liked him. But he's going to travel to the Barrowlands, which he previously did, and it went horribly wrong. He gathered up a bunch of characters, people, warriors, and it went horribly wrong. But now he has to travel there again, and do it all again. That's where the book starts. He has to assemble all of these warriors and mages, and travel to the Barrowlands. And as for the characters, I can't remember their names off the top of my head. But there's a priest who can cast like healing magic. There's an alchemist. There's a mage. A couple of warriors. So a wide variety of characters. And the book's really dark, actually, which I appreciated. It's got quite a few just violent scenes, and there's something else I wanted to say. I forgot. But there was a couple of chapters that were kind of slow, but no book's perfect. This was really well written. I really enjoyed it. The next book is a heavy one. Look at the size of this thing. But Sufficiently Advanced Magic, the first book in the Arcane Ascension series by Andrew Rowe. I believe that the author himself said that he was inspired by Final Fantasy. I don't know if he specifically said 8, but this book reminds me of 8 the most. The protagonist is Corin Cadence, and his brother climbed the Serpent Spire, which if you pass a bunch of trials there, you gain magical abilities, but his brother never returned. So the book starts with Corin in the tower. He gains the powers, and then he has to attend like a military academy or something. which reminds me of Balam Garden in 8. So yeah, as usual, there's a bunch of interesting characters. It's been a while since I read this one, so I'm struggling to remember some of them. I do remember his sister. I think she was his sister. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I remember liking her. She was like a summoner. So again, Final Fantasy vibes there. And it has the whole, like I said, he attends the academy. It's kind of cozy as well, if you like that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, if you particularly enjoyed 8, like I did, you should definitely enjoy this one. And the last one is The Palace Job by Patrick Weeks. This is also part of a series. I'd say out of all of these, this is like the one if you're specifically looking for a book that is most similar to Final Fantasy. So this is the one that I would recommend the most. Again, I think the author said he was inspired. I mean, he obviously was. He was inspired by 6, which, as you will see, the main character is called Locke. Spelled a little differently, but yeah. Locke is a fugitive, and she has to gather again a bunch of characters to infiltrate this fortress, Heaven's Spire. And this book has a lot of really cool, interesting characters. A lot of different personalities and traits. Like, for example, as you can see here, there's this unicorn called Ulu Lenia, who is like a shape-shifting unicorn, and she's kind of obsessed with this boy. I can't forget his name now. But yeah, there's her. There's what was she? It's like a death goddess or priestess, something like that, who has a talking warhammer called I think Gilspire. It's kind of weird that I can remember the hammer's name but not the actual wielders. There you got this guy here, trapeze artist or whatever he's supposed to be, I can't remember, and a mage. So yeah, just really likeable, fun characters. Yeah, like you can tell this guy is a Final Fantasy fan, with the banter that the characters all share. That's like my favourite thing about the FF games. Is the banter between the colourful characters, and this guy pretty much nailed it, so yeah, like I said, this is the one that I would recommend out of all of these, but they're all really good. So yeah. There was also another book. Unfortunately, I don't own it anymore, and I've forgotten what it was called. It was it something of the Wilds, I want to say. Basically, it was about, again, kind of like Aching God. It was like this seasoned adventurer went on a journey with his team, and now he's all old and stuff, but he has to go on another adventure. He has to gather them all again, and it was really good. Like I said, can't remember what it's called. Someone probably knows which book I'm talking about, but you research that one, look that one up as well. But let me know in the comments If you have any recommendations, any novels similar to the FF games, or just any fantasy in general, really, and yeah, let me know. So if you liked the video, give it a like, comment and subscribe. If you hated it, give it a dislike. Thanks.